Welcome to ForexTV.com. It's Friday, April 4th. I'm Remy Hookie for New York Forex Market Buzz. In afternoon trade as of 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Euro dollar is at 1.5712. Sterling dollar is trading at 1.9939, while dollar yen is trading around 1.0207. U.S. equities are now seeing a bounce into positive territory. Earlier in the session, the Labor Department reported that non-farm payrolls declined by 80,000. The figure came in below market expectations, and NFP for January and February were also downwardly revised to negative 76,000 in both months. The March figure for non-farm payrolls was the weakest since March of 2003, when the labor market was recovering from the recession of 2001. Meanwhile, the national unemployment rate climbed to 5.1% from 4.8% in the previous month. The unemployment rate in the U.S. is at its highest since September of 2005. Today's figure reflects the hard-hit sectors of the credit, financial, and housing sectors of the U.S. economy. And this afternoon, I'm joined by Marilyn McDonald from Interbank FX. Good afternoon, Marilyn.
Hello, Remy. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, and happy Friday to you.
Thank you. You also.
Well, as we head into the weekend, the market is digesting the bleak U.S. employment situation report, which came out this morning. Initially, the U.S. dollar weakened following that report, and the data is signaling that we may have yet to see the worst to come. But Marilyn, let's talk about trading strategies and how this translates into the FX market, starting out with the British pound. So for the UK currency against the U.S. dollar, give us your analysis going forward.
Well, we have some interesting situations evolving in the Forex market, and I think right now is the time for the trader to really be aware of what their charts and signals are telling them. We have a chart pattern recognition program called PRS that we offer free to all of our customers, and I got a signal earlier today that actually gave me a sell on the pound. And it actually has a prediction from 1.975 to 1.987. However, if you have a closer look at this chart, you'll notice that we're right on the support level. So I would advise traders to really take a broader look at what's going on with each of their currency pairs, particularly as it relates to their trading strategy. Personally, I would be tempted not to take this trade, and I actually didn't take it until the price actually breaks below that support line.
Okay, well, next week on the data front, it's pretty light here in the U.S., but we do have both the BOE and ECB rate announcements on Thursday afternoon, and we're also beginning to see cracks over in the Eurozone economy. So let's take a look at euro dollar. First, where do you see support and resistance coming in? And also going forward for the pair, what's your strategy?
Okay, let's have a closer look at the euro. I took a moment this morning to draw some support and resistance line on my 1-hour chart. I personally trade off a 1-hour chart because I trade in the shorter time zones. And you can see that I'm seeing a resistance on the upper band at 1.5821, somewhere right around there. And then we've got a middle resistance line right about 1.5743, and then a lower band at 1.5663. Now, there is one below that, but I haven't marked it on this chart because right now I think that we're kind of trading in this channel with the euro right now. And I think that price is going to pull all the way down to the 1.5663 range, and then we'll see if it either pushes through or it rebounds right back up towards the 1.5743 range. The Eurozone is a really interesting place to watch right now. People are so focused on the poor data for the U.S. that I want to sort of warn Forex traders not to get too wrapped up in just what's going on with the U.S. because the Eurozone is absolutely starting to suffer right now.
Okay, and now that we've covered euro dollar as well as sterling dollar, let's take a quick look at dollar yen. Technically, give us your analysis for the U.S. currency against the Japanese yen.
This is an interesting currency pair to watch right now, and I'll be honest with you, U.S. yen's probably not my expertise, but if you look at the 1-hour chart that we've got up on the screen right now, we're at some key trend line levels. So I think that the pair is actually going to retrace up right around the 102.344 level, and then it'll probably drop back down again. I personally probably wouldn't have taken the long trade. I'll wait until it gets up around that 102 level and then buy it as it comes back down. the Asian markets, and particularly Japan, there's a lot of analysts sort of speculating that we have yet to see the subprime and the subprime-related debt affect those Japanese banks, and a lot of them are speculating that we have significant write-downs yet to come in the Asian markets.
Well, Marilyn, now that you've given us your technical analysis for euro dollar, sterling dollar, as well as dollar yen for Forex traders in our viewing audience, what advice do you have for managing risk?
Well, right now is a risky time in the market, and my advice right now is to place your trades carefully. Don't place them blindly based on one system, but really to back up any technical analysis with fundamental. Watch the fundamental data because it definitely is going to affect the price, and try to make sure that you have confirming signals from different systems, like the pound trade that I showed you earlier. If you were purely looking at chart patterns, you would have taken a short sell right there. I'm not sure that that's the best position to take in the market right now. So really just analyze is my best advice.
Okay, and last but not least, before we wrap it up for today's interview, we've covered the majors right now, and you've given us your tips as well as strategies. But where do you see the most opportunities in terms of the majors as well as crosses?
Interesting question. Right now, the currency pair that I'm trading most often is the euro, and I'm trading off of support lines and pivot points. And I am a technical trader. I do keep an eye on the fundamental markets, but my opportunities that I'm looking for right now are on the euro, and they're all based on technicals.
Okay, Marilyn, thank you very much for insight and analysis, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too, Remy.
Thank you. This has been your Forex Market Buzz with Marilyn McDonald from Interbank FX. I'm Remy Hokie. Join us later this afternoon, 4 p.m. exchange, right here on ForexTV.com.